we have a physical therapist in our organization, and we have one that works with us in the major league level as well. For us, we typically let the athlete trainers deal with the guys who are playing every day. As the head trainer, I make all their return to play protocols, whether it be throwing, running, and rehab based on the doctor's protocol for maybe a post-surgical. So I still create all the things, but I work more closely with the guys, the 25 guys who are playing every day, and I let the physical therapist work with the guys who are currently on the IL and are not doing the physical activity. Now, once they get to a certain level of maybe like throwing, running, and hitting, then I take over from them and finish their progression to on the field to return to play. But when the guys are currently doing nothing but therapy and rehab, we let them work specifically with the physical therapist. And once they get to a return to play protocol, then they'll work with the athletic trainers to get back on the field. So we overlap the whole time. Some players at the end of the season go home and may be returning from surgery or just an in-season injury. We set up physical therapy in their hometown. I'll communicate with the physical therapist on their return to play protocols for the off season. Some guys just get what we call maintenance in the off season, just some more arm care. If it's a pitcher, maybe he just goes to a physical therapy place locally for like arm care. And I communicate with the player and the physical therapist to make sure they're getting what the player needs. Yes, we work directly with our strength and conditioning staff every day. If it's a player coming off of an injury or currently dealing with injury, communicate with the strength and conditioning staff maybe what exercises they can or can't do that may be due to their current injury or whether return to play protocol. And then once they're back to playing full time, maybe corrective exercises that they need to implement in the weight room and put that in their program. And so we communicate directly every day with the strength and conditioning staff, either for a limitation that they cannot do in the weight room or maybe something extra they need to be doing in the weight room to help them stay on the field. The training room and the weight room are side by side. KB and I talk every day, before the game, during the game, after the game, just an overlap of maybe what somebody did in the weight room today, or anybody specifically we're looking at that's maybe needs a little extra work. Maybe he doesn't know of a current injury a guy's dealing with, and he may come to me, hey, so-and-so hasn't been in the weight room in the last 3 days. And I'll be like, oh, well, he's been dealing with his back's been tight. So we communicate that way, just to make sure there's an overlap between strength and conditioning and athletic training, to make sure that maybe a guy isn't getting enough work in, or maybe there's a reason why he's not getting any work in. Just like the physical therapist, we talk every day.